Good afternoon, Robert Scribbler. It is August 3rd, 2018. Thank you for joining me for another climate change and clean energy video blog. Now for this segment, I am going to discuss the severe record heat that is now plaguing parts of Europe, in particular Portugal and the Iberian Peninsula. And as we can see in this GFS model forecast for the present hour, it appears that Portugal has at least tied its all-time temperature record of 47.4 degrees Celsius, or converting to Fahrenheit, 117.32 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, a few words about this GFS indicator, which I'm using. It's one is it provides an estimate of 3-hour average temperatures. And so temperatures in the model can often undershoot a little bit peak daily heating. So this reading that I found that's west of Lisbon it's possible that has been exceeded. Of course, I'd like to add that this initial reading can be taken with a little bit of a grain of salt because it is coming in from a model, and so these are not official temperature records. It's just a snapshot based on our understanding of current conditions based on sensor information and computer modeling. But I've got to say that this is a pretty clear indication that Portugal is at least at very close to all-time records, and it's possible that the all-time European record, which has been identified as 48 degrees Celsius at Athens in 1977, is also in jeopardy of being breached today. And this is one day before temperatures were expected to peak over Portugal and Spain, so it's possible that we could see even warmer or hotter temperatures tomorrow. So what we're looking at now, just to say again, is it looks like it's possible that all-time records for Portugal and possibly even Europe are under threat today. So this is an update of an earlier post. And setting the context, I'd like to add that we're getting reports in from various media sources that Europe itself is, and this is in addition to past reports, Europe itself is experiencing more and more impacts from extreme heat, one of them being that the largest glacier in Europe is melting very rapidly. This is the Kebnekaise glacier is melting at an unprecedented rate, and we're getting reports from Sweden that Arctic reindeer are seeking shade in road tunnels to stay cool, and France is presently facing a shortage of snails. Now, in addition, unfortunately, we've started to see some heat casualties. A 42-year-old rail worker died of heart attack yesterday after working in temperatures of up to 36 degrees Celsius. And here's a graphic of record temperatures across Europe, so you can just get an idea of the present context. The 47.4 degrees Celsius that I showed in the other graph matches a record set in Portugal of the same temperature during August of 2003. So very severe conditions right now, very severe heat wave conditions, record heat wave conditions now taking place in Portugal. Now yesterday we also examined the wildfire threat for Portugal, and thankfully we haven't yet had a large wildfire outbreak on the Iberian Peninsula. Presently, NASA is indicating one hotspot which is right here. You can barely see it in the south of Spain, and so far no major wildfire outbreak taking place in Portugal or Spain in conjunction with this record heat and very dry conditions settling in over the Iberian Peninsula with relative humidity ranging around 9% in the location where this extreme heat indicator was measured. So just an update. I'm going to go ahead and flip over to sea surface temperatures again so I can provide you with a bit of context as to what's going on. Human-caused climate change does tend to increase both land and sea surface temperatures, and new records on land can often be facilitated by warmer than normal sea surfaces. And as we can see from this image, sea surface temperatures surrounding Europe right now are much warmer than average, particularly in the Mediterranean and in the Baltic Sea, with sea surface temperatures near Portugal also ranging above average. Now, this is an anomaly map, so the areas that you see in red to white are much warmer than average, and then the areas you see that are in the blue are cooler than average. And much warmer than normal sea surface temperatures surrounding Europe, ranging up into the Barents Sea, through the Baltic Sea, and the Mediterranean Sea, have helped to facilitate record heat and drought throughout Europe this summer. And this is a signal fingerprint of human-caused climate change, as is the sea ice losses to the north, which appear to also be helping to influence and contribute to strong ridge patterns that continue to develop over Europe and repeatedly hit Europe with these extreme conditions. So just an update as to what's going on with Portugal and the overall European context. Thank you for joining me, and I'll be chatting with you soon.